Hi guys, it's your girl Brittany Alexis. I am here again to give another Kenneka Jenkins video. What I want to do today is go over some videos that hopefully can help us put things on a list of things we don't have to focus on, because remember, we're trying to pinpoint a very key plot, a very key person or persons. We're trying to narrow things down. We're trying to get that pool that is big, full of several theories and things like that. We want to try to make that pool smaller to get to the bottom of this, because this is all about the justice for Kenneka. This is all about keeping an open mind so that we are clear-minded through such a devastating time. Like I said, our passion is showing through, but we have to be clear-minded and level-headed to keep the focus on what is right. So we're just going to look at a couple videos, and I hope you've seen my other videos today, and this is actually going to be my third video. You can kind of see my theme of kind of just some cookie crumb trails of what I'm following. Like I said before, I'm open to being persuaded if you have a valid enough point that I look into and I'm like, wow, I can't deny that. Otherwise, what I want to show you today are some things that I believe in. And I just want to eliminate some things because I just don't want to keep going over the same things. I want to be able to put that on a video and someone can refer back to this. And then, of course, if something's done and I need to redo a video, I don't mind. So we'll definitely do that. But let's get into the videos so we don't have to take too long today. I already discussed earlier why I use Gray Hughes videos. And I'm going to use this one again for the tie rolling footage just because I know there were some concerns regarding the girls in a chair and someone being on someone's lap. I want to go over that part because when I did see Teresa Martin discuss Kenneka Jenkins being on the footage and in the freezer, she confirmed that that was her daughter on the footage. She confirmed that was her daughter in the freezer. Now, of course, I know there's a pool of people that believe Teresa Martin cannot be trusted. Teresa Martin, is suspicious or lying or whatever. I am not on that bandwagon. I have questions that I would like her to answer, but I don't blame the mom or think she's lying or suspicious or anything like that at this moment. So if the mom says that was her daughter on the footage, I would like to believe that there was not a fake Kenneka Jenkins walking through the hallway. So if there's not a fake Kenneka Jenkins walking in the hallway or a fake Kenneka Jenkins in the party, I don't see why there would be a girl in completely different clothes on a completely different side of the room than where Kenneka is. So that's just my opinion. I'm going to show you why in a second. I know that you guys believe that that was Kenneka here. I don't believe so. I think that she has different clothes on. And notice that this is the opposite side of the room because Kenneka is by the door and she is by the, bathroom. This is actually by the outside door. People are saying, oh, look, there's a guy. Well, that's not Kenneka. So even if that is a guy, that could be a reflection of the room because I see a lamp right there. So I feel like that's not the guy. I think that's just a reflection of someone in the room. And even if it was someone outside standing behind them, it's not Kenneka. This is Kenneka's friends over here. And that's where Kenneka is on the other side of the wall, where she's not on that camera right there. But that's why I don't believe it. But I'm going to go back so you can hear this person's video and what they say.
Okay, now a lot of people say that Kenneka is right there and that's somebody sitting on her. That's just not true. Okay, when the camera zooms in, you can see a red shirt. That's right, too low. Even close. See, red shirt, black pants. The person next to him is definitely not. Because they have, looks like maybe Adidas sweatpants on. That's not what Kenneka has.
Well, I know that wasn't the best view of the video, but that's another reason why I think that you guys should take a look at some of Gray's videos because they're very clear. They're much more clear than someone that's recording a video of a video. So I personally would have you just take a look. Like I said, I understand people that, you know, dislike Gray because not only his theory, it's not just the fact that he is saying he believes it's an accident, it's the way he says things. When he's like, I mean, yeah, when he says things so sarcastically and so, you know, rude, it's kind of like discounting. And I know one thing about my people, we don't like to be discounted. So especially when we don't believe it's an accident and someone to just be so nonchalant about their theory is just going to hurt us, hurt our feelings. So I get it. Like I said, I'm using his video for the information, how clear it is. So there's, you know, and other things. I mean, at the end of the day, his theory is not going to be considering what young 19-year-old girls do. His theory is not considering what, you know, 19-year-old black girls do or girls in Chicago. He's not considering this. He does not probably know a thing about gang life, gang activity, or even heard about it, or any of his friends. You think he was hanging out with young black 19-year-old girls when he was 19? No, he doesn't know. So I'm not going to get upset that a man is coming to a conclusion it's an accident because he just hasn't lived that life. That's his, you know, he hasn't dived into black culture, and I mean, it's not up to him to do that. If he did, he would probably think of some of these theories. Some people have. I can't just say, oh, every white person that doesn't agree with me is racist or works for the hotel or is stupid or they're a cop. I just don't want to label people because we are someone to everyone, and just to talk to people like that, I just don't think it's necessary, especially when we are here for a purpose. So I want to go to the next video because what I do appreciate is someone showing clear footage, and I'm talking about other people because I am showing you guys videos of other people's videos. So these people that come out with very clear footage, I appreciate it. And, you know, especially when I can make my own opinion because the video is so clear versus someone that has a very, you know, zoomed in or blurry video and they're trying to paint a narrative. It doesn't really allow me to make an opinion because you're showing me something forcefully. So I want to kind of compare something and show you why I even watch Gray Hughes videos, and why I also take the time to form my opinion based on what I see. I'm going to show you here why people dislike Gray Hughes, because just listen to how he talks to people in his video. People aren't going to like it. They are not in the mood to listen to you because you are not agreeing with it being a murder, and you're basically kind of being so sarcastic and, you know, just, you know, it's too extra. You don't have to say all that stuff to get your point across, but I know, in my opinion, what he's saying is true. There's just a different way to say it to leave people with their dignity. So he's going to be comparing a video straight drop release saying that Kenneka was getting murdered in the kitchen to his clear footage where no one's getting murdered. This is where we can clear up stuff. I don't want people to keep thinking someone got murdered in the kitchen. If she was, we need to, you know, use that and add it on the list. But if she was not, we need to remove it from the list. So here it is. I'm going to play that video.
Okay, there's a video going around right now about the lower level kitchen where the person who's made the video is claiming that they can see Kenneka being murdered over in the corner, and there's some shady people walking around. He even says, there's 4 or 5 of them, there's 4 or 5 of them. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. And he moves the camera around, and everybody goes, oh my God, look at that, it's real, it's real. And it's totally bogus. It's completely bogus crap. Okay, just watch. This is.
I can't explain. I seem like I seen it. I let y'all see it. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it too. All right. I can't explain it right now. I can see it, and y'all see it too. Okay. There's no time for no narrating right now. Just watch. Watch. Please, just watch. One time, just watch. It's the hotel manager. That's the hotel manager.
Okay, yeah, this is totally bogus. All right, it's not the hotel manager. It's a worker at the hotel who's filling up garbage can size buckets. I've seen them before when I worked at a restaurant. You just fill them up with ice, and then you go around and you distribute the ice in places that it's needed. Like salad bars, etc. Okay, that's all the video. He loops it around over and over again, make it seem like there's a whole bunch of people. He even says, "Oh, there's like 4 or 5 of them." It's insane. Let me just, I'll play that for you, and then you can also hear what he's saying in the background.
Again, I don't care what his opinion is, but from what we're about to see, I really appreciate that he is able to compare someone's video that is trying to really, really sell us on the narrative that they're trying to tell us, which means they're creating a theory that's going out there. And I appreciate him showing us, no, actually, this is what's happened. He didn't have to say it in the way he said it. He could say it in a different way. But this is what he's done, and I appreciate the work. Just because at least I don't want to have to worry about this being another theory. I can remove this and think of something else and get to the next step.
And a big black dude, and when I come over here, there's a whole lot of them right here, like 4 or 5 of them right here. Everybody knew about it, y'all. Everybody knew.
All right, so did you hear that? There's like 4 or 5 of them right here. Everybody knew about it, y'all. I mean, this is ridiculous, okay? And this guy and a few other people have been putting out these videos this entire time, working a lot of people up. I had 3 people message me this morning going, "Is this one true? Is this one true?" And no, it's not true at all. It's actually embarrassing, okay? So what I did was I found the actual, except as you can see, he wiggles his camera around, makes everything look nefarious, kind of like that original video when that woman claimed that she had the original footage, but then they deleted it off the news. And they showed these guys in the conference room doorway, and a person with a ponytail, which was a shadow on the screen. I mean, it was a total joke, okay? It's embarrassing. And what's more embarrassing is how many people actually believe these types of videos, okay? If you're not looking at the actual real footage, don't believe it, okay? Now, as you can see right here, they're lined up, and they're exactly the same. See that? The guy's right there. But he changed the contrast up and all kinds of different stuff going on. See that? He even turns his head right there, turns his head. It's exactly the same. And he slowed it down. I slowed mine down 75 to 75. The guy walking around, and he walks over there, and this guy's shoveling ice.
5:25 a.m.
Okay? He's just putting ice into the bucket over and over again, and eventually it gets full, and then he just, he's going to wheel the, I call it a bucket. It's more like a barrel.
He's not killing anyone. So I'm going to go to the next video.
That's it.
So I showed you a couple debunking videos. I have 2 more to show you just to clear up some concerns that people had. Of course, I have to make other videos because there's a lot of concern. There's a lot of information we have to look into. So I'm steady moving forward. But for today, like I said, the 3rd video, this is what I'm going to give you just so I can get this off my chest. So next video I'm going to show you is about the body bag, where everybody's saying that there was a body in the bag that this guy was carrying around or taking around. So like I said, I personally don't believe in any story about a bag. I know there was another story about a bag in the kitchen. I don't believe it only because there's only certain size bag that's going to carry a girl that size, that height. And if they had her legs like that, possibly her body would have been bent in a way where she was already dead. And I know that might go along with someone's narrative. Because until proven otherwise, I believe Teresa Martin stating that it was Kenneka Jenkins on the footage and in the freezer. I am not going to believe that there was a fake Kenneka Jenkins that pretended to go to the freezer and they had to put the real Kenneka in a body bag from the hotel room. I don't believe that, but I know that if you do believe that, you might want to watch this debunking video just so you know that might not be the bag you're looking for. So I'm going to go over that video. So again, this video is from Gray Hughes. He is not taking the time to make any other videos to solve the case because he believes it's an accident, but he has made this video clearing up the body bag theory, which I appreciate that. So we'll look into this.
I couldn't even find it because the person who made the original video that this screenshot is from actually lied and said, oh, it was only 4 hours. Talking about, you think you can put a 160-pound person in a heavy-duty garbage bag and just move them around on the ground like they're nothing. There's no chance in hell. You would have to use 2 hands. The bag would probably break. I mean, you'd have to be just slowly tugging on the ground. It's not how it's going. So watch this video sequence here. Right up here. There he is, dragging. Then he goes down the hall. Not a care in the world that there's people walking around, yet he's got a body in that bag, right? Okay. Then he goes down this area, and then that leads right to, I'm going to play this real time, so he's going down some steps right now. Okay, and then eventually he'll kick over to the other camera that's down the steps. I forgot to make that larger. Let me make that. Down these steps with the same bag, and he's just walking around.
So, that was Gray's video, and, it discussed the bag. Like I said, I didn't believe that she was dead and then carried to the freezer in a bag or anything like that. I think that she walked in that area because she was lured there or for a purpose, and unfortunately being tricked, whatever happened, she possibly was ambushed. She I'm thinking that somebody could have cut the camera feed, employee, security, remotely, whatever way. If they could cut that feed, although it was motion sensor, and I don't know, maybe somebody that knows about security and cameras, very, techno type person, if they know, correct me, because I don't know what else. When everything first came out, I thought that it was like that door by the freezer. I thought that was like a stairwell where people could have trapped her there, ambushed her. But when I found like it's just an empty room or another freezer, I was like, okay, well, that's not it. I was like, okay, did they get through the vents? Because I just don't believe it's an accident. But I was like, how else did they get there? We see her go in that area. Someone knew that room enough, knew about the cameras or something to make it look like, okay, let's just show her going to the freezer area. Somebody could have been over there saying, hey, girl, come here, we're about to go home. And then next thing you know, camera speeds cut. That's when you getting messed up, attacked. That's what I'm thinking, because we don't know who else worked there. If someone covered the camera lens so the motion sensor wouldn't go off and so that nothing would be recorded while they did what they did or came in the room. I just don't believe she was transported to the kitchen. I think she walked there possibly with help. There's coincidence that a lot of cameras weren't working that were in the area. Those cameras should have been working. That would have helped most likely, but we wouldn't know. We don't know. So I'm going to show you one last video to kind of show you what Gray is giving us, since he's gone on all the different angles, followed the security guard all around the hotel. He says all he's doing is working. One point that I can capture from this, like I said, I don't agree with him. One point is he says there's a part of the video and the surveillance and the footage that the security guard is not accounted for, which means he was off camera. So that's what we're going to look at right now. I also think you should watch Gray's video because he's going to, I was playing that, but I think that he does go over this guy not having a bloody hand, because like I said, I think this guy was possibly involved, like as far as the setup, making sure everything goes as planned. I don't think he was the killer. I think he was just the middleman, pawn, whatever. But he had played a part, in my opinion. He did do a lot of suspicious things. We don't know if it's questionable. We don't even know, but it was very weird. I don't know why he was running up and down the hall. I don't believe he had a bloody hand like I originally thought. So I know that Dr. Ali says not to watch Gray Hughes videos, But I think, like I said earlier, I'm not going to stop watching someone's videos, even someone I don't really agree with, just because there might be a certain video they make that has the information just what I'm looking for. And I would hate to use it, but I'll use it anyways. I like to play video ping pong. If Dr. Ali says he has a bloody hand, and I'm like, you know what, I really believe Dr. Ali, that is just crazy, he is suspicious, I believe it's a security guard. But then if Gray Hughes shows a clear video of the guy's hand, not just a screenshot that could be misinterpreted, I think that I want to watch the clear video that shows the security guard walking around the whole hotel just eating and snacking. Seems like maybe it was like his break, or not a break, but maybe it was a time where he was going back and forth. He was eating and drinking and doing stuff. It was like he went to the break room or the kitchen, like either during his shift or on a break, I'm not sure. But we see him eating. I'm sure whatever we see him and he puts his finger in his mouth, I don't think he was wiping blood or crying or whatever people were trying to say. I think it was just him eating. So I'm gonna, I'm not gonna show that. I want you to watch Gray's video if you dare to see what I'm talking about. I mean, you can just argue the fact, or you can watch it to form your own opinion. So whatever you choose to do, just don't shoot me for it. Figure it out. If you already know this, skip to the next video. But I just want to show you what he says regarding the gap. I'm gonna not listen to what Gray says because he doesn't believe that anything suspicious was happening while the security wasn't on camera for this time. I think that this is the perfect time. It's like, when there's a setup going on, there's like, okay, there's cues, there is, okay, now we got to put the plan in motion. I think all that was going on when they put the girl out the room, and the fact that the security was, somewhere on the floor. So he had the clipboard, according to Gray. Gray doesn't believe it's a murder, but he surely said there was a time. So I'm going to show you that now. And then we're going to wrap up because I have done so many videos today. And I think you deserve to be able to watch these videos at your leisure, but also get a break from some back-to-back videos. But I'm hoping that you are following me and that you can respectfully comment and let me know what things you have to say about what I'm saying or the videos that I'm posting. There's another Gray Hughes video. He's going to talk about how there was a period of time where when Kenneka was seen on footage that the security guard was leaving camera and hadn't been seen for almost 30 minutes or 30 minutes or so. So that gives him some time. What he did with that time, questionable, not sure, but just watch it, form your opinion, let me know. But this will be the last clip.
There about 3:25, those doors open, so she's almost there. She's probably riding the elevator down at this moment. That's how accurate these time codes are, by the way. Alright, so that's the door he just went in. Alright, so when you watch this, he went in that side door there. And there's some time, and then 3:29. So 3:29, he leaves the office. So right now, Kenneka is already in about 4 minutes of her journey alone through the halls. Okay, now at this time, the security guard goes to the elevator and goes up to all the floors. He's not on surveillance or anything. And then he shows back up at 4 o'clock. That's how long he was gone. So there is about 4 minutes of Kenneka's walk, when she was intoxicated. There's about 4 minutes upstairs doing something. He's not on any of the surveillance footage, though. All of the places that would have captured him, he was nowhere near that. Okay? So I can say that he's not on surveillance for half of her walk and then an extra half hour after that. But when you look at it, he's right here by the clipboard. Looks like he's going to go check some floors, right?
All right, so that is all, folks. I am done with today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Take a look at my other videos from today. But I'm hoping this cleared up some things, or I'm hoping that it raises more probing questions for you to now question what you see. And I'm hoping that we can stay on the right track and eliminate things, and now we have more to focus on, or more specific things to focus on, and all the extra stuff is out of the way and not distracting us and confusing us from Kenneka's justice. So if you are still following what I'm saying, or you are still on this journey and we're trying to figure this out together, continue to comment. Otherwise, anyone new that is interested in where this story is going and hopefully a positive result, like, share, subscribe. Have a good weekend.